The Trump pump is in. The freedom trade is on. Whatever you want to call it, last week was historic. So we're going to talk about how I made about $800 last week, only trading one session. I learned a lot trading through this election week. I have a lot of little notes I want to share with you guys. And I also want to talk to you about how you can take a payout without ever having to take a challenge. So let's get into today's video.
Saves you a fuck ton of money, bro.
So that was a little teaser video for our Dallas bootcamp coming up in January. This is a 2-day event, so I'm covering your lunch. We're meeting before market open, and we're trading and learning and networking through the day until market close, both Thursday and Friday. And then, of course, Friday, we're going to go out for drinks and dinner and have a good time. So if you can be in Dallas, I can give you this ticket for $500, which is $250 a day. You're not going to find an offer like this anywhere else. I'm doing this at cost, basically to get the marketing content and to network and get to bring these traders together. We've already got half the room filled, so I'd love to have you come join us. So I'll put a link in the description if you're in Dallas, or if you can get to Dallas in January. It's the 16th and 17th in downtown Dallas. So let's talk about this week. Like I said, the Trump pump, the Trump trade, and I only made $800 on my funded accounts. I want to talk to you about it because elections don't come around too often, and I learned a lot this week. Not only did we have the election, but we also had the rate cut on Thursday. And my biggest red day of last month, September, was the Fed day. So I made sure going into this week that I was focused on not losing my ass, since I did take a big hit last Fed meeting. On top of that, like I said, we had the election Tuesday into Wednesday. I knew that if Trump won, we could be very bullish. But honestly, I haven't traded through many elections before. 2016, I was a novice. I didn't know anything. In 2020, I still was learning, right? Better, but still not to the level I am now in 2024. So I wanted to take notes and really study this week. And I'm going to show you some of those markups today. But I think I'm now on Sunday, the 10th, filming this. I'm happy with my week. In the middle of the week, as every day was super bullish, I did feel a little FOMO. But I kept 51% of my mind kept focused on not losing money. Not letting the 51% of my mind go into, oh, you could have made more, keep trading, trade overnight, stretch yourself. I didn't let that win, and that's why I still ended the week green. And I know some of you guys were trying to short the market over the Trump trade, and you lost. Hopefully you learned from it. We're going to go over some of these markups that show you how you could take advantage of the long trades today. So here's the P&L from the week. You can see, if I go back into October, you can see here's the finish of that month. The October review video is also posted on my YouTube channel, so we're not going to get into that today. So far, just one trading day on the accounts. This is on 5 XFAs. So when you see 5 trades right here, it's really one trade on 5 accounts. I want to start at the beginning of the week. Now, you're going to see some indicators on my screen. The indicators come from this Lux Algo Indicator that they built from us. I'm going to put a link for this in the description as well. If you don't have this already, this automates the key levels and the VWAPs that we use. So I highly recommend you check this out. It's very affordable, and this will streamline your analysis to make it even faster for you in the live market. So this was Monday. This was a really great markup to study. This has all 3 entries that we teach in our Futures 101 and Futures 2.0 courses. All 3 of them are within this markup, well, basically within an hour. First, you get a New York VWAP break entry. Then you get a New York VWAP bounce entry. And then you get a high of day VWAP break that also wins, carrying up towards that 57.70 price that we were targeting near previous day New York VWAP. And again, all these VWAPs are automatically put on the chart for you if you use this indicator for $15 a month. So it saves you a lot of time. And it gives you good targets without having to overthink it. And you can focus on execution, not just drawing lines on your chart. So you'll see we have the 15-minute opening range. You're looking at a 1-minute chart from market open, right? We're not looking at any pre-market trading with me. So this idea is really solid because I think you see this thing I talk about all the time of certain prices working. When you see this entry work, first target for a mid-range trade is top of range. That trade is a winner, and then it comes back to the 57.52 price and gives another entry as it bounces off of New York VWAP to trade back to the top of the range at 62, right? That's the price here. So this is a great markup for everybody to study. Please screenshot this and save this. This was Monday. I didn't take any trades on Monday. Tuesday, we see a pump basically to start the day. From market open to this New York VWAP retest till the 10 a.m. news, the market just ripped. And I did not take this, but I marked it up. We talked about it on Evan's stream on ASFX TV, and a lot of the guys on stream did take this and made some money. So if you were already feeling bullish that Trump was going to win Tuesday morning here, you could see we could take advantage of that, right? Now, as Tuesday goes on, it's 11 o'clock now. This is voting day here in the States, so there's no results yet on the election. But look, we get another bounce off of the New York VWAP for another long opportunity. So you can see how bullish we were Monday and Tuesday, holding that New York VWAP here on Monday, Tuesday morning here, and then Tuesday afternoon here as well, holding that blue New York VWAP beautifully. So if you're a buyer and you're long biased, you really can work that over and over. Now on Wednesday, after we now basically know Trump is going to win, I'm long biased. The open shakes, doesn't move too much, and then sellers take over from 945 to 950. I stayed flat. I just don't do anything there because I'm leaning long biased at all-time highs. And I'm thinking in my head, 6,000 is the target this week. We're at 59.92. I'm thinking Wednesday, Tuesday, I'm thinking we're going to 6,000. So we got long at 10:16 in the morning. You can see the time at the bottom. We broke New York VWAP and held for 5 minutes before the next 15-minute candle opened, the 10:15 to 10:30 candle. So because we held New York VWAP with higher lows, and I knew that now that we broke the bottom of the range here, we could go break the top of the range. Shout out to Edgeful for that stat. I took the long, knowing that if the 22s would hold, we could trade up to 40 or 42. I liked it with the 15-minute candle too, because I know that if the 15-minute candle was to flip and go bearish, I'd want to be out of the trade quickly. So it was like a 14 or 15 point stop, and we were able to make 15 points to the upside on this with no pain. This was on stream. This was beautiful. We took the trade at 10:15. We were out of the trade at the end of my stream. This was all on ASFX TV. So if you don't know, we do live streams on ASFX TV, and that's where our courses are hosted. So you come in, you learn these strategies in the courses, and then you come and trade live with us. It's a full comprehensive package that we have at ASFX TV. And there's a free trial link in the description too. So this was the first trade. I liked this. I was very happy with this. I thought I had a great exit because it comes back to entry, and it would have stopped me if I locked my stop. So it was another great reason to just take the trade full in, full out, and then reassess. Now here, later in the day, I like this trade even better because now we're trading from, again, the bottom of the range, same kind of price that I was long back here. Now we're long again off basically the same price, off the New York VWAP, and now we get the drift out the top of the range. So you can see here now, Wednesday, the election results start coming in. Everything continues to be bullish. The Trump pump is on. So that was Wednesday's trade. That was the one trade of the week. Friday, again, the bullish momentum continues. This was a trade that we were looking at on my stream. We see New York VWAP hold. We see the risk reward with a 5-point stop. Range tightened down towards the end of the week. 5-point stop at opening range low. You make 8.5 points to the upside. Not my favorite trade. This is why I was not in it. I don't love trading the mid-range trade. I like it when it breaks the range and then I trade after that. But this is part of what we teach. It's readable, and a lot of our guys made money on this. And then this is the one I like better on Friday. So now you can see the first break doesn't usually sustain all day. First break of opening range. Opening range is drawn for you with our indicator. So you see it breaks, moves out, comes back. Here's your retest of New York VWAP. That looks like my trade, right? This is the better trade. I was on a coaching call, or I would have been in this too. Trade right back up to high of day, stop at previous structure where these 3 pins are. Beautiful. Holds New York VWAP beautifully, takes off, and actually continues even higher. So this was the way to make money on Friday. And again, all my markups this week were all to the long side. So if you look in here at my DRC, you can see Friday got a couple markups, Thursday a couple of markups. It was Fed Day Thursday. Wednesday was the trade. Tuesday still got markups even though I didn't trade. And then Monday, a couple of markups as well. Busy week for me. A lot of learning to be done. But the biggest thing I would say out of a week like this is if you know how to trade, like I would say I've put up a good enough year. If you've been following me here, you know I know my way around markets enough. I'm not a guru, but I do enough, right? I know enough. This is a great week. This is a great month to be trading an instant funded account. I am trading XFAs with TopStep and instant funded accounts with Tradeify. So if you've never tried one of these, it's called straight to sim funded. You don't have to take a challenge. What's cool about this is I can save you a ton of money. So don't look at these prices. I'm going to show you in a second. Don't look at those prices. But check this out. Instead of buying a 50K, if you just buy 100K, which is not much more money, less than $100 more, look at your trailing drawdown, everybody. Trailing drawdown doubles from $2,500 to $5,000. So for not much more money, you get double the drawdown. Same consistency rule. You can copy trade to 7 accounts, the whole thing, right? And then even for just a smaller amount of money more to go up to $699, you get $7,500 of drawdown. Now, Austin, you said the price was going to come down. It will. Watch. If we click on this, and I'm going to put a link for this down in the description. So the big thing to remember, everybody, is there is no profit target on these accounts. Once you buy it, you are funded, and all you have to do is follow their rules, grow the account, and you can take a payout. That's what I did last month. That's how I got this payout on October 16th. So here, if you take a look and put in my discount code, a $150K account is only $450. So for $450, you get $7,500 of drawdown with no combine needed. If you know how to trade and you can stack and follow their 20% consistency rule, you can take a payout within a month. For me to have taken a payout from this firm, from Tradeify, within 1 month and never failing any of the challenges, that says a lot. I've been saying that, but I'm going to keep saying it. Usually when I start with a new firm, I fail a couple times learning their rules. Not with Tradeify. So I recommend you guys check it out. I'll put a link in the description for this, and my discount code is ASFX. But that's the week, everybody. Overall, a fun week, a lot of learning. I'm profitable, which is good. Not as green as some people, but you can't compare yourselves to other people. I compare myself to the previous version of myself, and I'm green on a Fed week, on an election week, where last Fed week, I was not. I lost my ass on Fed day. So I think that's a step in the right direction for me. And now we string together 2 or 3 good weeks of trading. We'll be up 4 or 5 grand on the funded accounts this month. So hopefully you guys took something out of this video. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you check out the most recent episode of The Day Trading Show, our podcast. And also make sure you check out Tradeify. I've got a link down in the description to save you guys some money. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.